Long before the world trembled at the name of Persia, the Iranian plateau was a land of mystery and legend. Here, beneath endless skies and among jagged mountains, scattered tribes wandered, guided by the stars and ancient prophecies. The Persians were just one among many, nomads, herders, and warriors, living in the shadow of the mighty Medes. But even in these early days, stories whispered of a chosen bloodline, descended from a figure shrouded in myth, Achaemenes. Was he a real man, a tribal chief, or a symbol crafted to give the Persians a divine origin? Some ancient tales claim he made a pact with the spirits of the mountains, securing the favor of gods older than memory itself. From this legendary lineage, centuries later, would emerge a boy named Cyrus. His birth, according to the oldest chronicles, was marked by omens, a sky ablaze with comets, wild animals gathering near his village, and priests murmuring of a prophecy that a child would rise to unite the world. The world Cyrus inherited was fractured and dangerous. The Medes ruled with iron and fire, and the Persians were their subjects, forced to pay tribute, their warriors conscripted for foreign wars. But in the shadows, Cyrus learned the arts of survival, diplomacy, war, and the secrets of the Magi, the mysterious priests who claimed to read the will of the gods in fire and stars. Cyrus's rebellion against the Medes was not just a struggle for power. It was a collision of destinies. Some say he was guided by visions, others that he forged secret alliances with rival tribes and even foreign deities. The war was brutal, marked by betrayals, midnight raids, and shifting allegiances. Yet against all odds, Cyrus triumphed. He founded the Achaemenid dynasty and declared himself King of Kings, a title that would echo through history. But what truly set Cyrus apart was not just his military genius. When he entered Babylon, the greatest city of its age, he did not destroy it. Instead, he freed the captives, restored temples, and issued the famous Cyrus Cylinder, a declaration of religious freedom and tolerance. Was this an act of mercy or a masterstroke of control? Some scholars see it as the world's first charter of human rights. Others suspect it was a calculated move to win the loyalty of conquered peoples. Ancient tablets hint at secret councils, where Cyrus and his advisors debated how to rule not just with the sword, but with the mind. The Persians believed in Far, a divine glory that granted kings their right to rule. To lose the Far was to invite disaster. To keep it, the kings performed rituals in hidden chambers, offering sacrifices and consulting the Magi. Some say these ceremonies bordered on the forbidden, invoking powers that even the priests feared. There are stories of secret tunnels beneath Pasargadae, where the king would vanish for days, emerging with new decrees and a strange light in his eyes. Did he commune with the gods, or something else entirely? Cyrus's death is a mystery wrapped in legend. Some chronicles say he fell in battle against the fierce Queen Tomyris of the Massagetæ, his head taken as a trophy. Others claim he vanished into the east, seeking immortality. His tomb, a simple stone structure in the desert, became a place of pilgrimage and of whispered rumors. Some believe it hides a secret chamber filled with treasures and scrolls that reveal the true origins of the Persian kings. After Cyrus, his son Cambyses II inherited an empire that stretched from the mountains of Central Asia to the banks of the Tigris. Driven by ambition, and perhaps haunted by his father's legacy, Cambyses set his sights on Egypt, the land of pharaohs and ancient magic. The conquest was swift and brutal. Persian armies crossed deserts, built canals, and stormed the Nile's fortresses. But as Cambyses entered the temples of Egypt, strange things began to happen. Statues wept blood, priests spoke in tongues, and the king himself was plagued by visions. Was it guilt, madness, or the curse of the Egyptian gods? The empire, now stretching from the Indus to the Nile, was the largest the world had ever seen. But with size came danger. Rebellions flared, satraps plotted, and rumors of dark omens spread through the royal court. Cambyses' reign ended in chaos, some say by his own hand, others by a shadowy usurper known as the false Smyrtis, who claimed to be his brother and seized the throne through deception and sorcery. It was in this moment of crisis that Darius I emerged, a distant cousin, a soldier, and a master of intrigue. Darius's rise was marked by blood and cunning. He claimed the throne with the help of the 7 nobles, a secretive council whose oaths were sealed in darkness. Some say they performed a ritual under a blood moon, swearing loyalty to Darius and invoking the protection of Ahura Mazda, the wise lord. But Darius knew that power won by the sword could be lost just as quickly. He set out to reform the empire, dividing it into satrapies, building roads and canals, and establishing a network of spies, the legendary King's Eyes and Ears. No secret was safe, no plot went unnoticed. Darius was not just a ruler, but a builder and a visionary. He began the construction of Persepolis, a city of columns, gold, and fire, where the king's word was law and the world's treasures were gathered. Its columns soared like petrified giants, its walls covered in carvings of lions, bulls, and winged spirits. Some believe Persepolis was more than a palace. It was a cosmic map, aligned with the stars, designed to channel the power of the heavens into the heart of the empire. The Persians were masters of organization and innovation. Darius minted the first Persian coins, built roads that stretched for thousands of miles, and created a postal system so fast that, as legend says, neither snow nor rain, nor heat nor gloom of night could stop the royal messengers. The empire's administration was a marvel. Satraps governed provinces, but ultimate authority rested with the king, who could appear at any moment, unannounced, to judge and reward or punish. Yet, beneath the order and splendor, the mysteries deepened. The Magi, keepers of ancient wisdom, warned Darius of omens, eclipses, comets, and strange dreams that foretold disaster. Some say the king consulted forbidden texts, seeking ways to bend fate itself. Others whisper that he made pacts with spirits from the underworld, desperate to hold his empire together. The Persian Empire was not just a kingdom of warriors and kings, but a realm of secrets, rituals, and cosmic ambitions. Its rise was marked by visionaries and conquerors, prophets and magicians, all striving to shape the destiny of the world. From the deserts of Iran to the palaces of Persepolis, the story of Persia is a tapestry woven with gold, blood, and mystery, a story that would change the course of history forever. The reign of Darius I marked a new era for the Persian Empire, a time of innovation, splendor, and ambition on a scale the world had never seen. Darius was not content to simply rule. He wanted to transform his empire into a model of order and power. He divided the vast lands into satrapies, each governed by a satrap loyal to the king, but always watched by the king's eyes and ears, a legendary network of spies and informants. This system allowed Darius to control a realm that stretched from the mountains of Central Asia to the shores of the Mediterranean, from the deserts of Egypt to the forests of Anatolia. But the Persian Empire was more than just a political machine. It was a tapestry of cultures, languages, and religions. In the bustling markets of Persepolis, you could hear dozens of tongues: Elamite, Babylonian, Egyptian, Greek, and more. The Persians were masters of tolerance, allowing conquered peoples to keep their gods and customs, as long as they paid tribute and respected the authority of the king. This policy, radical for its time, helped maintain peace across a vast and diverse empire. Yet beneath this surface of harmony, the Persians cultivated a unique identity. Their religion, Zoroastrianism, was unlike anything the ancient world had seen. Founded by the prophet Zoroaster, it taught that the universe was a battleground between Ahura Mazda, the wise lord, and Ungra Mainyu, the spirit of chaos and evil. Every person, from the humblest farmer to the king himself, was called to choose a side in this cosmic struggle. The most sacred ritual was the Festival of Fire, where flames were kept burning day and night as a symbol of purity and the eternal fight against darkness. The Magi, the priestly caste, held immense power. They interpreted dreams, read omens in the stars, and presided over ceremonies that bound the empire together. Some ancient sources claim the Magi possessed secret knowledge, formulas for immortality, spells to summon spirits, and prophecies that could change the fate of nations. In the royal court, their influence was both revered and feared. There are tales of Magi who could sway the king's decisions with a single word, or who vanished mysteriously after revealing dangerous truths. Darius's vision extended beyond religion and politics. He was a builder on a grand scale. The construction of Persepolis, his ceremonial capital, was a marvel of engineering and artistry. Massive columns, intricate reliefs, and golden treasures dazzled visitors from across the known world. The city was designed not just as a palace, but as a symbol of Persian power, a place where the king could receive tribute from every corner of his empire, and where the gods themselves might descend to witness the glory of their chosen people. But even as Persepolis rose, new challenges emerged. In the west, the Greeks remained defiant. The Ionian revolt had been crushed, but the memory of rebellion lingered. Darius launched a massive invasion, seeking to bring the Greek city-states to heel. The campaign culminated in the famous Battle of Marathon, where a smaller Greek force achieved a shocking victory over the Persian army. The defeat was a blow to Persian pride, but it was only the beginning of a conflict that would shape the destiny of East and West. Back in Persia, the king's court was a place of intrigue and ambition. Satraps vied for favor, generals plotted campaigns, and the Magi whispered of omens and prophecies. Darius was ever vigilant, relying on his spies and his own cunning to maintain control. Some say he kept a secret archive filled with reports of conspiracies, coded messages, and warnings of threats both mortal and supernatural. The Persian economy flourished under Darius's rule. He standardized weights and measures, introduced a gold coin called the daric, and encouraged trade along the royal road, a highway stretching over 2,500 kilometers, connecting Susa to Sardis. Merchants, messengers, and armies could travel swiftly across the empire, spreading news, goods, and ideas. The royal road became a lifeline, binding together the far-flung provinces and allowing the king to project his power to the very edges of his realm. Yet, for all its might, the Persian Empire was never free from danger. Rebellions simmered in distant provinces, rival claimants to the throne plotted in secret, and the ever-present threat of invasion loomed on the horizon. The Persians believed that as long as the king possessed the far, the divine glory, his rule would endure. But if he lost it, chaos would follow. Darius's reign ended with his death, and the throne passed to his son, Xerxes. The new king inherited not just an empire, but a legacy of ambition and conflict. Xerxes would become famous for his invasion of Greece, a campaign marked by epic battles, legendary heroes, and moments that would echo through history. The Persian army, vast and unstoppable, crossed the Hellespont on a bridge of boats, marching toward destiny. At Thermopylae, a handful of Greek warriors held back the tide, becoming legends in their own right. At Salamis, the Persian fleet met disaster, and the dream of conquering Greece slipped away. But the story of Persia did not end with defeat. The empire endured for centuries, adapting, evolving, and leaving an indelible mark on the world. Its art, architecture, and ideas influenced civilizations from India to Rome. The mysteries of the Magi, the splendor of Persepolis, and the legends of kings and conquerors continue to fascinate and inspire. Even today, the ruins of Persepolis stand as a testament to the power and ambition of the Persian kings. The carvings on its walls tell stories of tribute and triumph, of gods and mortals, of dreams that reach for the stars. Beneath the stones, some say, secrets still lie buried, waiting for those bold enough to seek them. The Persian Empire was more than a kingdom. It was a world of wonders, a crossroads of cultures, and a realm where myth and history walked hand in hand. Its legacy lives on, not just in the ruins of ancient cities, but in the stories we tell, the mysteries we ponder, and the dreams that still burn bright in the heart of humanity. But what secrets did Darius inherit? And what new mysteries would arise as the Persian Empire reached its golden age? If you're fascinated by ancient empires and hidden truths, don't miss the next episode. Subscribe now and join us as we uncover the wonders and enigmas of Persia's greatest kings.